All right, so picking back up immediately, Rena swooned over Satoko's crying form. If a girl ever goes missing in Inamisawa, I'll be forced to turn Rena into the authorities. Oh, there you go. Forgive me, Rena. I'll be sure to bring you care packages when they put you away. The teacher's coming. Quickly, clean everything up. Satoko, that inkstone is yours, right? Just from my single statement, the time of the room shifted to normal. The inkstone was bad, but the thumbtacks stuck to the door handle were an even bigger problem. I pulled the tape off carefully, making sure not to skewer myself. Even though Satoko was the one who set it up, everyone had to pick up after her. By the time the teacher entered the room, the bed lamp from before had been neatly tied up. We made it in time, let's go. Mayon gave out her morning commands. Okay. It's difficult to be in the teacher for all these different grades in one classroom. She has to teach something different to each one. Jesus, I guess. But naturally, she ends up spending all her time with the younger kids. Rena, and I'm guessing nobody learns here anything because that seems like hell, honestly. Rena and Mayon, being in the highest grade in the class, end up mostly doing self-study. So how about us? Like, are we in the same grade as they are? They even end up helping teach the younger kids, so it seems like they can never get to do their own studies. Jeez. They're actually way behind where my studies have progressed to. Okay, so we are on the same grade. As a result, I'm pretty much taking over the teacher and helping Rena and Mayon with their studies as well. You're a pretty good teacher, Keiichi-kun. Easy to understand. Rena took a breather after finishing highlighting an important section. Teaching is making me lose confidence. It makes me aware of how shallow and my understanding of the subject is. They say that to teach someone something, you need to understand it backwards and forwards. So while you're teaching us, you're getting in your own practice. That is true, to be fair. In contrast, this person over here is quite laissez-faire about things. Laissez-faire, I guess, something like that. Trying to put, the French accent into it. For one, isn't she supposed to be in a higher grade? Oh, okay, so they are... What the fuck? Why are we teaching them if they are in a higher grade? Look, Mion then, it's not mine. Mion, look Mion, this is for your own good. If you don't take this seriously, there will be trouble later on with these marks. It's not like I'm aiming to go on a prestigious school. I'll be fine as long as I pick up what I need to know for the entrance exam a little at a time. So I'm guessing you're planning to become a streamer or something like that? I can respect that. Her staunch defiance was really something else. This was a different type of relax than somebody who already knew what was going to be on the entrance exams. Mii-chan, Keiichi-kun is doing his best. Yeah, I'm doing my best. We need to try hard too. There you go. You're such a good and honest kid, Rena. I make sure you guys get accepted into a good school. This isn't your responsibility, dude. But that's fine. Thanks so much. Arigato. Especially you, Rena. Private lessons, just the two of us. Oh no. Look at her face. Private lessons, yeah. A puff of smoke shaped like a halo popped out of Rena's heads. Exactly what kind of private lesson is she fantasizing about that's making her turn so red? Jeez. I'd like to hear the play-by-play of that next time. Okay, so yeah, okay, alright, I get it. While Mion, there you go, was flicking through her vocabulary flashcards, she threw out a casual question. So in the city, do you have to study this much? I will guess even harder. If you don't know at least this much, you can get into university. So you studied just to get into university? Yeah, essentially, that's what happens in high school. You study to get into a good university most of the time. Oh, wait, close this. Getting close, there you go. Well, knowing that this stuff will never come in handy in the future. That is true, kinda. Some things are important to learn, but sometimes, you know, you get taught some things that are not very useful. But yeah. Out here, you can get into university as long as your attendance is good enough. Really? Study equals entrance exams. Having that basic love of the universe so easily overturned sent me into a state of shock. That is right. There aren't really enough people around here to warrant waiting them out with an exam. If anyone can get into university, then there's no need to be all uptight about this stuff, right? Well, that's true, but you should at least know stuff that's common knowledge. I can agree with that as well. These OGs here thinks that. Instead of wasting time studying pointlessly. You should be spending your precious teen years doing more meaningful things. I'm in between, you know, like, yes, studying is cool also. Learning stuff is cool as well. But also, like, you know, going a different route and doing different things, that is important as well. It was too profound of a statement to simply laugh off. But since it was Mion, it probably didn't have that deep of meaning. In place of a chime, the sound of the principal waving around a handbell drifted through the school. We're done, we're done. It's a wonderful lunchtime, let's go. In a complete 180 move from her unmotivated state, Mion gave the comments that signaled the end of the morning period. Let's go. We're gonna go to get lunch. Yeah, let's have lunch. Might have been making a very troubled face. Rena smiled proudly at me. Alright. That's it. Yeah, let's go. There seemed to be different cliques, even within the class. Most of them were divided up by gender and age, but our group was different. Our ages were different and we had both boys and girls. We weren't reserved around each other. This level of openness makes a transfer student like me pretty happy. Rena and Mion pushed their decks together so that they were facing each other. At the same time, Satoko and Riki-chan were slowly logging their decks over as well. Keiichi-kun, hurry. Rena waved her chopsticks in an unrefined manner, trying to hurry me along. Unless everyone was together, they wouldn't even open their lunchboxes. Oh, that's cool. Okay, my lunchbox is most assuredly a plain, miserly rice and seaweed. Come on, dude. Why don't you just show it to us? Come on. Even though Satoko was hurling insults at me, she still wouldn't open the lid of her lunchbox until I was there. I pulled out my lunchbox swiftly and dragged my chair over to join the circle. Sorry to keep you waiting. Well then, Representative Me, please give the signal to start. At first it was kind of embarrassing, but I got used to it pretty fast. At this point, I probably wouldn't even open my lunchbox if someone else was too slow. Our ages and genders may all have been different, but we're all friends. That's cool. Right, that's it. The sound of a little 5-part chorus echoed beautifully throughout the classroom. Yo, this is a cool visual. Let's go. Really though, I've gotten pretty used to this group made up of all girls. Of course, there are other boys in the class. Oh, okay, so there's other people, but they just happen to be like, you know, my group friend. That makes sense. But they were a lot younger, so they were scared to approach me. Well, that's to be expected. Younger boys just see older boys as scary. Yeah. Compare that to girls. Well, at least these girls aren't picky. We put all the side dishes in the middle where everybody was free to pick at them. I thought girls would mind sharing a meal with a guy, but I was a bit flustered joining in. However, Mion noticed, there you go, Mion, that and teased me quite a bit. As the fruit of my efforts, I can now reach over and take sides from anybody's lunch. Isn't Sir Keiichi's lunch extravagant today? Isn't Madame Satoko's lunch extravagant as well? The stewed stuff has a nice look to it, rather trendy. Binding to the fight that Satoko was starting, our chopsticks locked in a cross counter, stabbing into each other's lunch. It's interesting because, you know, this has like a full-on protagonist energy, in which, like, yeah, you essentially feel like you are the main character because this attention that you are being given. But there is a point, right? Like, there is an explanation to this, and the explanation is that I moved in from the city to the rural parts of things, and I happen to be the oldest guy in the class, so this is why I get along with the oldest girls, I guess. And you know why it makes sense that the other boys don't want to, you know, come close to me because they find me intimidating. That's what's happening, I think. So that, you know, they thought about this type of detail, because a lot of the things that happen in a visual novel or so on happen to be you know, they go without explanation. It's just like, hey, you know, so you happen to be the main character, and here you go. And this kind of explanation makes a lot of sense, and I like that quite a lot. My, how delicious! Oh, this taro is good. The stewed stuff is good too, even cold. After seeing my happy face, Riki-chan's expression broke into a little smile. I saved some from dinner last night. Oh. By the way, Satoko and Riki-chan's lunches are always the same. It seems that Riki-chan makes it for both of them every day. Riki-chan made this too. They taste like mom's home cooking. I was honestly impressed. The carrot rosettes weren't from a mold. They were done by a hand with a knife. That's not easy to do. Oh no. Okay, there you go. I guess Riki-chan's just good at this sort of thing. She's really good at sewing, laundry, and stuff like that. Amazing, right? Amazing. Rika is quite exceptional in many ways. Oh. There you go. That's nothing for you to boast about. Rena is actually better at cooking than I am. Well, you know, I like the little star here as well. It seemed that the topic of conversation switched to Rena when she wasn't expecting it, making her blush and trip over her words. Rena's lunch was the start of the table. Not only did it look good, it tasted good. Everyone else pulled from Rena's lunchbox constantly. Oh man. Everyone, but they're eating their food. That I don't know if that's something that I will be able to do. You know, like maybe bring in the best food and then have people take it away from me. And that's my lunch, dude. Everyone liked this one so much before, so I made a lot this time. It's good. I hope. It's got high marks from me. Mia, you're taking too much. Knocking Mia's chopstick aside, I reached out, trying to secure my own portion. Satoko and Riki-chan reached over at the same time, and struggle ensued. Oh god. It went shovel in mouthful after mouthful while praising it, and Rena's lunch was soon empty. Oh, that's what I knew that would happen. I hate this. It was kind of odd that no one thought to leave any for Rena. Come on, man. But Rena seemed rather satisfied as she looked on. I still feel like that's a BS move. How do you like it? Isn't Rena-san an extremely good cook? Quite different from Keiichi-san. I said that's nothing for you to boast about. You're not much different from Keiichi-san, Satoko. Keiichi-chan, sorry. Can you tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower yet? Hey, even I can tell the difference between, you know, broccoli and cauliflower. You know. I really can. Oh, there you go. It's really hard for her to lie. Keiichi-kun. Both taste good when they're boiled and topped with mayo, right? I don't know with mayo. You shouldn't be picking on her, Mi-chan. I don't know about mayo, really. That seems kind of weird. You can fry a little bit with butter, I guess, for the broccoli, but also like it's better to just like boil it and eat it as it is if you want to make it healthy. Rena heartily tried to follow up, but Mion laughed haughtily as she drew closer to Satoko. Well, just pretend it's a little hum egg lesson. Now then, Satoko, what's this? Mion lit up her chopsticks. Between them, there was a piece of green stuff wrapped around in bacon. But that's asparagus. Mion made eye contact with me within 0.3 seconds, and I had Ricky-chan's mouth covered. Holding a piece of bacon wrapped asparagus, and gave her two choices. She's pretty terrible. Well, the yellow one is cauliflower. No, wait. The real one is cauliflower. Probably the yellow one is broccoli and the blue one is cauliflower. What the fuck? Oh, excuse me. But the real one is, Do you really know which is which? How about you just give up? I expect no less from the class representative, the oldest. What the hell? Why are you talking about the green one and the blue one and the yellow one? Like, how many colors were they? The way she drives people into a corner just shows how much experience she has. This is just a hunch, but being brought into the Sonosaki household must be quite the ordeal. I do know. I really do. Then answer the question. I know. Oh, she's gonna cry again. She finally broke down and started crying. Oh, there you go. When she acts like this, she actually starts to seem her age. Yeah, you find it cute. Rena entered a state of euphoria as Satoko bawled her eyes out. And we close this again, please, sorry. Rena was in a state of bliss as she dropped her cheek against Satoko's head and smothered her. Really, a very content face. Oh, that wouldn't care if the world ended right there. It was that kind of smile. Oh, I had that before. Thinking about it, yeah. Rena, Mimi's speaking on me. I mean, she's just giving you a lesson. It's okay, Rena Oni-chan. I will take care of all these bad people who tease my little sister. What the fuck? That is a hell of an animation right there. Fuse, boof, bam. It was like a flash of lightning. Wait, what was that just now? Both of Rena's fish shot out at supersonic speed, striking Mion and Miss squarely in our faces. Before we knew it, Mion and I were sprawled a spread eagle on the floor, staring up at the ceiling with matching wells in our faces. This is the first time you got in one, right? Today she went easy on us. Jeez! Easy? You mean there's something harder than this? What the hell? With that, Mion and I both slumped our heads back into the floor of Indonesian. From now on, I'll be careful when I'm within striking distance of Rena. That was a hell of a show of character, I guess. You know? And a strength. See, Satoko-chan, I took care of them. You shouldn't do that though. Cute. I wanna take you home. No, stop trying to kidnap people. Making sure Rena couldn't see it, Satoko stuck her tongue at us. Damn it all! Using Rena like a puppet. Rika-chan massaged her bruises without saying a word. No matter what the day had held, this last school bell always came too soon. Her shadow stretched off into the distance. Hey, Keiichi-kun. Tomorrow do you have plans for anything? Or anything? With such a direct question from Rena, I inadvertently blushed. Yeah, there you go. It was for a date, then wouldn't you do it more subtly? Just say no, I guess, if you don't have plans. Rena saw me lost for words and realized that I'd misunderstood and turned red as well. No, I didn't mean like that. Okay. Okay, what do you mean then? So apparently that wasn't what she meant. But since it's always fun when Rena's in a panic, I went along with it a little. Oh really? So it wasn't meant that way. Yeah, you put her in a... on a pickle right there. Playing it up, I slumped my shoulders, feigning dejection. Why are you so disappointed? You know, to be honest, I would probably do the same if I was in this situation. Oh, you didn't mean it that way? Oh, you know, like... Me-chan, yeah. Yeah, you know, I will laugh as well. When able to hold it in no longer, Mion slapped me on the back. This old geezer never knew you could push your buttons like that. Oh no. What is it? Mion was rolled on the floor, clutching her stomach while Rena flailed around, completely bewildered. I couldn't help but start laughing as well, feeling just a bit guilty. I ruffled Rena's hair. Kidding, sorry, it was a joke. That was my fault. She really is a cute one. A joke? Since when? Since when? She's a bit anxious as well, you can tell. About halfway through. Halfway? Oh god. So that means you weren't acting when you blushed at the start? That means that doesn't mean anything, I don't know. Oh no. It's only a momentary lapse, but there was no way Mion would let such a detectable detail slip by her. Oh, you see? Saying anything more was also a bad idea. Yeah, I will shut the fuck up as well. I'm in my bewildered state. I slipped further into an unfavorable position. After that, Mion continued to tease me about it for a while. So why were you asking if I'm free tomorrow, Rena? Yeah, that was never answered. What were we talking about? It had been so long that Rena had forgotten. That's how long Mion had teased me. It's just Kei-chan. You probably can't find your way around Hinamizawa by yourself yet, can you? Ah, okay. Can I do this? Ah, that was true. It's better than using my mouse. I hate to say it, but if you blindfolded me and spun me around 3 times like we're playing pin the tail in the donkey, I wouldn't be able to tell up from down here. Yeah, I don't think I know how to get anywhere besides back and forth from school. Yes. So you see, tomorrow we were thinking that Mi-chan and I could escort you to Hinamizawa and show you around. Yeah, that seems cool. That would be a godsend, frankly. I was happy about the offer. You come, of course, right? Yeah, if I'm free. You're being invited by a girl, you know. Yeah, that's when you... That is so rare. It has happened to me like a couple of times. I could count it with one hand if I put some thought into it. But it's so rare for that to happen, you know, a girl taking initiative. At least for me, in my experience. However, he's trying to play it cool, like, yeah, if I'm free, maybe, you know. You're probably free anyways, yeah. If I'm free, alright. I was being stubborn so as to not give a clear yes or no, but why? Even though I thought it was a godsend, I'm too much of a scamp to say so upfront. You're not free, perhaps? Perhaps? Aww, come on, just say it. While Mion and I had a rather sour back and forth, Rena peeked over at me hesitantly. Figuring I'd been a bit too rough on her, I just gave in. Sorry, forgive me, I apologize. Yeah. I'm free. So I'll see you tomorrow, yeah. Great. Did trepidation disappear from Rena's face as it blossomed into a smile? Hey now. So it's like there's quite a difference between how cold you are to me compared to Rena, isn't there? It seems Mion didn't care of how rude I was to her, compared how quickly I agreed with Rena. But her being annoyed was very interesting, so I pushed Rena forward, speeding up her pace to leave Mion behind. Let's go, Rena. Maybe it should just be the two of us tomorrow. Leave grumpy old Mion behind. Yeah, if Keiichi-kun is okay with that, then let's go. I'm the one who came up with the idea to take him around. It'd be great if the two of us could go on a picnic together. Should we bring a basket, Rena? We're bringing a basket. I'll make all the food, maybe. Aww. But you ignore me, Rena. I think it's Rena as well. I'm so used to doing like the English pronunciations that's why I'm doing it, Rena. But maybe it's Rena and Mion. Okay. It's just like I will read it in Spanish, interestingly enough. I put out a village-wide circle saying that you two disappeared into the Otto district together. Well then, I'm going home right now to start making it. Tomorrow is going to be so fun. Later, Keiichi-kun. Mi-chan, bye. There you go. Rena bounced off like as she was walking up to the moon. After the dust settled, all that was left for me was me standing to Mion sprawled out on the ground. There was a welt on her face. There you go. Are you alright? There was over 2 minutes between you guys. Since you can't, they become sharper. This old useless body can handle it. Maybe it'd be easier if you stop saying stuff that makes Rena want to hit you. Or else this will end up being Mion's slapstick comedy hour. If that happens, the results might be fatal. Don't feel bad, Mion. You'll be the only one who can dodge her jabs. It felt like it was her knee, though. Could it be that we were hanging around with an unrivaled martial arts master? Well, maybe. Maybe someday we'll see her debut in Extreme Contact Sport. You know, the UFC. Oh my god, Rena versus McGregor. Let's go. Put it on paper and sell it. You can lose to Rena. You need to train up and have a rematch. Keiichi, you should. This all user would root for you. Mion and I reaffirm our determination to discover a way to counter Rena's infallible technique. Alright, well there you go. Higurashi when they cry. And... new tips unlocked. We're mixed grade. We don't have an uniform. Welcome to Inazuma. Okay. Save and load. And can I please save? Yes. End of chapter 1. Oh, okay. I have the quick saves and I have this as well. Close this. View new tips. What is this? It's only June, but it's already so hot. Oh, okay. Hold on. Can I go into the menu? Because I don't know if I did. Can I save and load this? Yes. Because I think that the tips are. Oh, continue is to continue. The tips are, I'm guessing, like extra stuff that we could do. Let me just look it up real quick. Right, tips. What? Because I don't know what they are and they didn't explain to me. They give the player information that may or may not be useful to the player in solving the mystery. Okay, I'm not gonna continue anything. Okay, you know what? Let's view the tips. Let's view the tips. Since we have them. We're a mixed grade. Let's do this. Serena, we're the same age? Yes, that's right. We're the same zodiac animal too. Hey now, it would be weird if we were the same age but not the same zodiac animal. That's not true. If your birthday isn't the same, then you can have a different animals even if you're the same age. That is true. Mia, you're good and smart. Yeah. What month were you born, by the way, Keiichi-kun? I'm July. I was born in July as well. Rena smirked and puffed up with pride. Hey now, what's the meaning of this? She's not planning to be all high and mighty if her birthday is a wee bit sooner than mine, is she? Don't even... It's impossible to challenge me by birthday. I wouldn't even mind if you bet $1 per month. What are you talking about, dude? She's just asking your birthday, dude. Don't be weird about it. Rena panicked and at suddenly being challenged to a wager. Given how panicked she is, I'm certain she doesn't have much allowance left this month. If she sending her into a panic about something as simple as a birthday is so fun, I can help myself. So that means you were born in April, Kei-chan. Right on. Too bad, Rena. Am I ready for older than Rena? Oh, I see. Then you're the same age as me-chan. Well, it's just a few months. That gap will open up again soon enough. Mian snickered to her nose. Hey now, that's not something to get all high and mighty about. As if I'm one to talk, huh? Now that you mention it, you're in a higher grade, right, Mian? If you're into underclass men, then I can be an underclass man from now. You're not making any sense to me. Oh no. Just by seeing Rena's blushing face, you could tell she knew exactly what she meant it. Yeah. Then Satoko and Rena-chan are underclass men. Their grades so different that they should be in different schools, shouldn't they? Yeah, probably. Your tastes are a bit too young, I think. No, he's not saying it that way. He's just making a comment. I'm guessing, I'm hoping. You're not making any sense yourself, Rena. Exactly. I just grab onto her head and scruff it up a bit. Okay, that was the tip. No, we're gonna continue. Huh? I wondered about it before, yeah. I was wondering why this school has so different school years all mixed up. There aren't enough classrooms. Can't help it. This building is being rented from the forestry suburbs after all. When she says it like that, it makes sense. I've thought our school was strange for a while now. The schoolyard is disgraceful. There are rooms that aren't full classes, and there's some strange sort of construction machinery parked here. Why is it being borrowed? What happened to the real school? There was one here forever from before the war. It got dilapidated, jeez. They closed it down. Probably was a grand old schoolhouse. But because of that, the students will have to attend the school in the city. That's pretty far though, you know? Which school would that be? Do you know that there's a school if you pass by the Okinomiya train station? Turn at the hospital, the head towards the pediatrics department. What? So far? Yeah. I couldn't tell there was that was by that location, but I understood it was pretty far from Rena's reaction. Well, that's why. The guys that didn't want to commute to Okinomiya rented out the building from the forestry service and are attending the Seudo schoolhouse here. But how do children in Inamisawa go there? There are quite a lot of kids that come here on bike. Oh, since they're attending this real messed up school, it might be pretty hard for them to get into higher education. That's not true, Mi-chan. If you study properly, you can go anywhere you want. That is true. Hey, that's right, yeah. I totally agree with Rena. Yes, that's right, that's right. Let's try our best. All of you try your best, this almost will be rooting for you. Not just us, you too. You should be preparing for exams, shouldn't you? Your future is big with grades like this. Fine, just fine. If I get stuck, then I'll just mooch off Kei-chan's as he works forever. What do you mean? Come on. Poor Rena. Hey, you're too loud. Be quiet during self-study. The teacher yelled at all three of us. It was completely our fault. Satoko saw it and chortled and whatever. I stuck out my tongue at her response. Just as Mion says, the school has nothing to do with higher education, but it makes up for that by having lots of valuable other things that other schools don't have. Ah, that was it. Okay, we can get this one as well. Let's just do it. Takes about 5 minutes to get through each tip, I think. It's only Yoon, but it's already so hot. I can hear the Higurashi outside chirping. Me. Me. I will probably use it like cree. But you know, and at night there are mosquitoes. I might as well be summer already. My only celebration was that the mornings were still cool. Summer, I do declare. Satoko was flapping her skirt languidly. That's pretty unladylike there. Even if she was a little bad, she still was a girl. Keiichi, you don't seem quite cool with just a single button-up shirt. I'm so jealous. From how I see things, the skirt you're wearing looks like it will be much cooler. A girl like you wouldn't understand. Wearing jeans during this season is how steamy the crotch gets. It gets steamy. It gets steamy. This girl has gone imagining something indecent. Rena's summer clothes have a refreshing color. I feel cooler just looking at them. Thank you. They really do feel pretty cool. Okay. I do wish my summer clothes were as breezy as Rena's. But Satoko-chan, your summer clothes are so cute. Being a one piece and all. I like to wear your summer clothes. It's actually quite stuffy, you know. I do believe what you're wearing will feel much cooler. But it will be so much more fun with cute clothes. I had a feeling that Rena and Satoku's base values were fundamentally different. Yeah. Speaking of which, our school doesn't have a uniform. Yeah, it doesn't. As long as they're proper, then regular clothes are fine. Then why don't you use what you want if it's so freaking hot? Like, why are you wearing jeans if you don't need to? There are quite a few students in regular clothes. There were a few wearing uniforms, but they were all the same design and rather plain. That's the uniform they're all wearing. They're all the same. That's the city school's uniform. It's not that there's a rule, but they're all wearing them. Speaking of which, everybody in our group is wearing a different uniform, aren't we? Did you go out of your way to get them from somewhere? Mio-san supplied them. Huh. Oh, they run a second-hand clothing store. They can get school clothes from all over the country for cheap, they say. So you asked your relatives to get a bunch of unique school uniforms then. Yeah, that's odd. That means she probably loves using her friends to dress up as dolls. As dress-up dolls, sorry. That must be a strange second-hand clothing store. I get that it's second-hand clothing, but stocking clothes from schools all over the country? Yeah, how do you do that? That's pretty strange. What's the point in stocking up clothes from faraway schools they know nothing about? That is very shady, actually. I think so too. They also have used school swimsuits and physical education uniforms. What the fuck? I like the idea of having used ones. Yeah, that I will not recommend. Doesn't sound like that shop makes much money. They probably have Mion pitch in and help so that they can make a bit more. But Mio-san says it'll be a big hit and become a great store with such conviction. And a second-hand clothing store that stocks school uniforms will be a big hit. I don't get it. Okay, there you go. Exit and then save. Yes. And then close. Alright, so that is gonna be the end of it for now. It's been a hell of a story so far, you know, not really scary, but really interesting. I like the character stunts and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I love story-driven games, so yeah, you know, that was really fun to do, for sure. But yeah, I have to end it right here. I'll continue playing it for sure. It is within my plans to do so. But yeah, really fun, really interesting to play it, and I cannot wait to see where it goes. You know, again, it is completely blind. a blind playing through. I just happened to look up the, you know, what the hell tips are. Apparently there's going to be a mystery and so on, but I just, you know, I don't want to look up details or something like that. I want it to be like, you know, as fresh as possible because I'm having a lot of fun with it. But yeah.